He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. In other words, he puts me back together. And then he puts me on the right road. They sang the song that says, the porter wants to put you back together again. That's not a man. That's not a therapist. That's not a motivational speaker. That's a shepherd. And that's why I say it again tonight. I need my shepherd. Psalm 23 verse 4 says, yea, though I walk through the valley and the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Let's take that to pieces. Yea, though I walk. Let's pause. But though I walk. That means the valley is not optional. It's part of the journey. Every believer, no matter how strong, how holy, how faithful, will walk through something. But the power is in the posture. I'm walking, not camping out, not dying here, not stuck here. Isaiah 43 verse 2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. The valley is not my home. It's my hallway. I'm passing through it. I don't need a tent. I need trust. And that's why I need my shepherd. It continues through the valley. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death. Let's break this down. It's not death. It's the shadow of death. A shadow can't hurt you, but it can scare you. A shadow only exists when there is light nearby. So even in the valley, God's light is present. You're worried about shadows, but the only reason they exist is because the light of the world is nearby. The devil can threaten, but he can't destroy what God is walking with. Colossians 3:3 says, your life is hidden with Christ in God. That's why you're still standing even in dark places. I will fear no evil. Why? Not because evil isn't real, but because presence cancels panic. When the shepherd is near, fear must flee. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. What are you walking through right now? Sickness, depression, betrayal. If fear is creeping in, it's time to check. Who are you walking with? That's why when it's time for me to walk, I need my shepherd. For thou art with me. This is the center of the entire psalm, the turning point. Up until now, David has been talking about God. He maketh, he leadeth, but now in the valley he speaks to God. Thou art with me. The valley, you learn presence more than power in the midst of your pain. Matthew chapter 28 verse 20 says, lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Some of us know God as a provider, but you only learn him as a companion when you've walked through shadows. And that's when you realize, I need my shepherd. It says, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Let's explain these rules. The rod was for protection, to strike predators. The staff was for guidance. The curve then would pull the sheep back on track.